you guys, and welcome back. So I'm ChrisChrome, and now I'm going to continue on from my creation stories from last week and talk about more about my channel. And this week we're going to be talking about the creed of my channel and what I stand for. So what I think my channel stands for is, it's kind of hard to say. Like, I don't just do it to, put stuff on YouTube and to get famous and to get money, basically. I enjoy doing it because, like I said in my previous creation videos or my Q&A videos, I do it because, like I said, growing up, I didn't have a lot of chance to play a lot of these games, like, Super Nintendo, N64, Dreamcast, Sega, all these games that a lot of people knew. So I thought, you know what, I bet a lot of, people and kids nowadays might be in the same situation as me and to get a chance to play these kind of games. So when I first started my channel, that's what it was based around, and that's what I did. So I did gameplays in, Nintendo games, and now I'm doing Super Nintendo. And then my channel has gradually evolved since then, and I've come out with material for every day of the week, such as the Gaming Zone, where I talk about, gaming news and tech every Monday, PC Gaming on Tuesday, where I play PC games, Wednesdays, Q&A with me, Thursdays is where I do my retro gaming, and then Fridays when I do my Let's Plays of the newer stuff that came out. For, maybe the older generation like mine or older who might not be familiar with the more newer stuff, so they can check that out as well. So, I got stuff that covers, the older generation, the younger generation, and the middle, like, my age, I would say. Now, the thing I find, though, with over the years, gaming has changed a lot. Where, like, when you first started playing games like the Atari and, the Nintendo and the Commodore and all that other stuff, when those first came out, and as like I said, I've started to play, the classic older games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo and all that, I find games then had a lot more, I wouldn't say there was more like effort put into it, but they're more like just, I don't know, like they were just really good. It's hard to say. I don't know what I'm trying to, I know what I'm trying to say, I just don't have the word for it. Like guarantee, because I'm 24 myself, so I grew up within, like, well, pretty much, all the good ages and shit of gaming, when gaming really started to come together. But I grew up with more of the PS1 era, and that's when I started my gaming, like, gaming and stuff. And I liked, RPGs and adventure games and all that stuff during that era. So when I play those, and when I go back and play, like, Super Nintendo ones, such as the original Final Fantasies, or Chrono Trigger, Secrets of Mana, Lufia, all those games, and then I go to play, like, RPGs nowadays, such as, Skyrim, any Elder Scrolls game, Fallout, Dark Souls, games like that, it's like, things have changed a lot. Well, okay, I'll actually not include Dark Souls, because I find they actually hit that one really good when it comes to old school gaming. But a lot of, like, newer RPGs compared to older ones, it was like, it's hard to say, like, because I could play, I know they're not as long when I'm referring to, like, Nintendo wise, but PS1, I know me and my friends have talked about this a lot, where I would actually prefer going back and putting in, like, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Tactics, Chrono Cross, Suikoden, all these JRPG, RPG style games compared to RPGs nowadays, such as, like I said, like Fallout and Skyrim. Because I don't play that many RPGs anymore, because I don't find they're as good as they used to be. And back then, I find they used to focus more on story. Because you could sit there, let's say, and even your friend could sit there and watch, like, just watch you play. one of those games and be immersed in it because the stories were so good. Even though I'll admit the combat was a little slower because a lot of it was turn-based and you had, you know, you're going to fight, you get the da-da-da-da, and then you get to it. But they were I find they were a lot harder for that reason, but the stories were amazing. Whereas games nowadays, they focus too much on, I would say, the graphics, too much on, you know, how much content is in it. Personally, myself, I would rather them be like, you know what, here's a game, here's like a PS4, Xbox One, you know, Wii U game, whatever, that is all story. You know, there's no side quests. It's open world, so you can do what you want. You can go around, you know, if you want to fight harder guys to get better weapons and all that. But there's literally no side quests. It's just one long, 40, 50 hour story, longer than that. You know what I mean? And then if they want, come out with expansion that has a whole bunch of DLC expansions to add on to it. So it doesn't take away from the game itself. That's you know, that's my opinion. That's what I believe. That's what I, you know, like to stand for. That's why I don't I'm not too much of a fan of a lot of the newer games nowadays. But I'm not saying I don't like them. I do. I like Elder Scrolls. I like the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I like Diablo. I like Alien Isolation. I like I like these games. I like a lot of the games that I play on my channel. But if you were to give me a PS4 and you were to give me a PS2, I would probably rather play the PS2. Because, well, for the backwards compatibility where I can put PS1 games in it as well. Because then I could play all those classic games. Because my favorite games of all time were on the PS1 and PS2. Just for that reason. Because they were more story, you know, based. But that's my opinion. And that's, you know, that's kind of what I believe. That's what I stand for, you know. And, you know, I would like to know what you guys think of games compared to, you know, the 90 era, the 80 era, the, you know, PS1, PS2, and to now, basically, what you think of those games. But regardless of all that, I still, you know, like I said, I still like playing pretty much anything. I'm a gamer. I always will be a gamer pretty much for life. I play everything. I'm not too picky with games. If there's a game I really, 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 really don't like, well, you'll know about it in one of my videos. But all in all, I mean, games are games. And, you know, that's it. You know, I find it makes a big part of life nowadays. It's in everything. It's in phones. It's everywhere you look. Any store you walk into, there's almost anything gaming related. People have tattoos. It's in movies. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Gaming is a part of life now. And that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, I guess, you know, that's it for, you know, the Creed. I tried to, you know, pretty much talk about what I stand for, I guess. I hope I covered most of that. It's kind of hard to say, but, you know, either way, let me know in the comments what you think about what I talked about today. I would like to know what you think about, you know, games compared to then and now or in between, or what you stand for in gaming and everything, you know, around it. So, you know, I'm ChrisChrome, and if you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends. You know what you gotta do, and you know how to do it. Peace out, guys. A few different things. So, I didn't talk about as to why I decided to do gameplay videos. Now, I decided to do gameplay videos because, I mean, it's not really much else I've ever really been good at.